Welcome to 2D Trash Cast.
Hello! Welcome back to another episode of 2D Trashcast. It doesn't matter what kind of person you are in life, for at the end of the day, we are all just good girls. It's me, your boy, Backwash Nose Mucus, and with me I have my probably now two very confused co-hosts, Nick and Travis. What's up, guys?
I'm the goodest girl, so.
Yes.
I've 10
Where,
whole units, sir. So
where are you, Corone? Take my UBs.
that's what I'm gonna do for the green screen next time. Just have UVs floating.
Right. So, how's your Fridays been?
Pretty good. Pretty uneventful.
Eventful.
Went to the comic book store. That was about it.
No, that's it. What'd you shop for?
I was with Adam, just looking. So
Oh, you're just messing around.
He bought a bunch of stuff, so I was just tagging along.
I wonder if comic stores are kind of like just straight up dying out these days, because like I think I only know of like one comic book shop in like a 50-mile radius.
Well, this one wasn't even. I didn't mean to say comic book store. It was a collectibles shop, but no, I mean there's a comic book. There's two by my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're pretty busy. But it's mostly like Magic the Gathering that keeps them open.
Magic the Gathering tournaments just keeping stores alive.
Yeah, like Friday Night Magic and stuff like that. And Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon's getting bigger again.
Yeah, I know there's like a oh god. Not like what do you mean in terms of what?
Well, the issue is with the new Digimon set that just came out, like in America, all the scalpers are just buying them up. So like if you find a pack inside like at one of these collectible stores or like at a like a comic book shop, they're selling them for like $10 a piece. Like even the stores are like just one pack. So like yeah, so they're not even giving the game a chance to blow up because like nobody has the stuff because they're all on eBay. Yeah.
Not in my house. So, well, so this the spring anime season's been been kicking off, and it's been a while since we recorded. It's been like 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
A lot of episodes from a lot of series have aired since then. So I guess we'll just kind of gloss over them real quick, see which ones we think are they all suck. Terrible.
Because we're about a quarter of the way through some of them.
Yeah, some of them are nearing. Maybe some of them are nearing like halfway points, unless they're like 24 episodes, and I just didn't double check on that. In which case, we're not even close.
Yeah, like Hero Academia, that's gonna be 25, I think.
Yeah. So the thing about Hero Academia is like I've been watching like season 5 week to week, and it's so far been like pretty good. I think it's going off to like a hot start.
That's what you've been saying, and I've heard good things about it so far. But like, I don't know, just since I read the manga, I don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna watch it for sure. I'm definitely gonna watch it because like, I don't know, I just want to watch it and see what happens, like see how they animate it. But I'm just a little bit behind on it.
Yeah, I think they're so far like I was watching it because they're doing the whole class 1A versus class 1B.
But that's I didn't care about that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't care about it that much either in the manga, but like the way that it's been animated so far, it's been really good, I think.
Yeah, I mean the animation's probably pretty cool, and that's the first time Deku uses Black Whip, right, during that arc.
Yeah, it's when he'll start to use the Black Whip.
Yeah,
but I mean, they haven't gone that far yet. I almost feel like they're gonna flesh out like all those other matches. I mean, I think they've done a really good job so far.
Yeah,
for doing that, and it's kept me entertained, and in a way, it's kind of like a tournament of some kind.
Yeah. Travis, is your audio working all right?
Yeah, now it is.
Okay.
Great, we have muted Travis.
No. It's working on everything else but Twitch. Like it's coming up on Discord and.
Your coming through on Twitch?
It was registered to the Elgato Sound app because
The Elgato song. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's because I gave you the Elgato when we saw each other on over the weekend last weekend.
I know I turned that son of a bitch off. Like I have it like so it doesn't so it's not supposed to open up unless I click it. But it opened itself up.
Always fucking shit up, dude.
It's Tim's
Fucking
fault. He gave me a
Travis.
busted Elgato.
I didn't give you a busted Elgato. Well, I mean, you're saying it had like
I actually don't know if it works. I haven't.
You're
Really...
just too smooth brain to figure out how to use it.
Tyler, thanks for the host, BB. But yeah, Hero Academia has been like pretty good so far. I would say that because I know I've talked to some people who have seen like season 4 and for some reason were turned off by like a lot of what has happened.
Yeah.
You know, animation or otherwise.
It's because people are too spoiled nowadays.
I thought season 4 was all right though.
I think it was the second half people were disappointed with, like stuff past the overhaul.
Oh, past the overhaul arc, yeah.
But I like that shit. I thought the gentle arc was like really fucking good. So
yeah, I literally think you're the only person on Earth.
I like the gentle arc. What was that little girl's name? She was adorable.
Brava. Yeah, the tiny one.
Yeah. I mean, she was cool. No, I liked it, but I didn't think it was like mind blowing or anything. I thought it was cool for what it was, and kind of like you have to really care about like background kind of shit like that to really give a shit. I could see like on surface level fans, they're just like, "What is this? Who cares? Just get to the fights."
I just want to see the boy in the green suit punch the bad man.
Yeah,
that's all I want to see.
Bring in Green Naruto.
Bring in Green Naruto. Or just bring in Rock Lee. That's all it is.
All I want is My Villain Academia. Yeah.
I think that's what everyone is looking forward
to. Yeah.
I think that's probably going to be, since it's like 24, 26 episodes, right? I would imagine the second half is pretty much going to encompass that. Bring in the dancing lobsters. Right. Yes, bring in the dancing lobsters. Please. But no, I mean, I think the way they're portraying the Class A, Class B stuff is worth checking out, even if it is week to week. Or you can binge it. I think it'll be worth watching in general.
Just don't
anyway.
be a weirdo and just stop complaining.
Yeah, just stop complaining, you weirdos.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
No, people, they just complain about everything. They just like to complain. I think it's because we've been too spoiled lately.
Well, we've mentioned this like a billion times, right?
Yeah, we've been spoiled for like the last year.
The last year? Try like the last like 5 or 6.
Yeah, we've been spoiled for a while, but also like to reiterate, there's a lot of new fans coming into the medium because of COVID and everything. So it's just like they all have to start somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, and they chose to complain. They woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't understand why they randomly bring in Class B as basic. Well, they're not exactly fodder. That's kind of like the whole purpose of this. It's basically Class B has just gotten better under Class A's noses, right? And this whole tournament thing for this season really is going to showcase that. Like Class B is, technically fodder to Class A, of course, because Class A is like the main group, but. Yeah, it's like basically, look, just because we weren't on, we didn't get slept on.
Yeah,
don't
but
sleep
on punks though, and they get all butthurt like, "Oh, Class A gets all the attention." You're like, yeah, because you're not beating no villains.
Yeah, well, it's more like it's more just whoever the lead guy is, the guy who can like kind of steal powers.
Yeah,
not really. Yeah, it's basically him. Everyone else is like, it's like, why can't we just get along,
Yeah.
But I think it'll be pretty good. I'm looking forward to the Villain Academia stuff.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it, but
even Kendo, because she got those big hands for those big. Oh, shut up, man! Shut your goddamn mouth.
The milkies.
The mommy milkers.
Christ. Wow, it's not even. Hasn't even been 10 minutes. Can we chill out?
We've stayed on topic for 10 minutes. You should be proud of us.
Yeah, right.
Look at this in a positive light there, Timmy boy.
We didn't switch topics. We didn't go off on another tangent.
We haven't made any Yu-Gi-Oh jokes. We even talked about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. It'll show up at some point though.
One of us will get banned to the Shadow Realm eventually. So
My money's on Travis for this one.
Oh, why?
Yeah, see, look, we're already gonna banish him.
I'm just here.
yeah, as long as nobody says any super bad words again.
Tim.
Hey, I stopped myself, okay? I stopped myself. And Nick's not omitted either from that crime. So everyone's guilty. But you know what? We here at 2D Trash Can stick to our guns.
That's right. That's our motto.
Our motto. For sure. But yeah, outside of Hero Academia, what other shows have you guys been watching? Because I'm pretty sure we've been watching other shows as well.
Yeah. I mean, Tokyo Revengers, dude. I think that's been good.
That's really good.
That kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that to be like really interesting at all, but I find myself like, damn, the episode's over already.
Yeah. The thing is, though, is like I was watching the newest episode today, and I was like, man, the show borders on like very good and very stupid. It's like because it's like it comes off as like super epic, right?
Yeah.
But like there's times where like, and they play this like super epic music, and they have like these really good camera shots and all that stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, I have to remember, I was like, oh yeah, I guess it's just a guy reliving his life in middle school. To remember that at the end of the day.
I just hope he doesn't keep being the little whiny protag. Like, he's not super whiny, but he's kind of whiny. And I don't like the whiny protags is the problem. I lose interest when they're super whiny.
Wait, the most recent episode, does it end? I can't remember if I watched it or not. Is it the one where he challenges the guy, or is that after that?
That's where the episode ends.
That's when the most recent episode ends. Okay, so I'm thinking it's going to get a lot better next episode, depending on what happens with that.
Yeah, the thing about Tokyo Revengers, because it's kind of like a mix up between like the series Real Life and Erased, if you've read or seen either of them, because it's like a time travel murder mystery kind of thing. Well, not murder mystery, but
yeah, it's not a mystery. It's definitely a murder.
Someone definitely is dead. Yeah, but it's basically he's reliving his life all in an attempt to keep his girlfriend from being murdered in the future, even though they're not dating at that point.
Right, but he like as soon as she died, he was like, "Oh wait, I loved that person." Like,
yeah, he goes like, I completely forgot about her, but you know what? I care now.
Yeah. Oh, I need to stop living my life like a turd. He's literally living Travis's dream life.
Oh yeah, he's just getting this chick beat out of him every day.
Why is that my dream life, huh?
just sitting around naked all day, watching TV, not doing anything, no job.
And he's chugging his jug of distilled water.
Yes, it's actually nope, it's distilled water.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's spring water, and then I was like, just kidding, I'm not that gross.
Well, spring water's good though.
That I got on the side of a cow pasture. Thank you.
I'd rather go drink out of a garden hose than drink spring water.
You see Travis laying on the side of his house, just like
I don't even drink tap water, Tim.
Why? Tap water's good.
I'm so broke. I fucking refill Dasani bottles with tap water.
Yeah, but you can't be that broke if you have a Dasani bottle.
No.
Yeah, so
picked it up off the side of the road.
That's unfortunate, huh?
It is kind of unfortunate.
That Tarkov life.
Right. Yeah, but going back to Tokyo Revengers, it's pretty good so far. I mean, I am very interested to see where they take it. This is kind of like a little bit of a subtopic to break it off of, because I've been thinking about it and I'm like, damn, it's kind of hard to tell a super cohesive story when you involve time travel, because you know how many people will get like depending on how hypercritical they are of using that as a plot device, like, oh, we got to go back in time, but we can't switch up too many things, or else that can fuck up a lot of things when he returns to the future. So like my only question is like, even if he fixes one thing in the past, does a handshake, and come back like Well, like, what's he gonna like? Is it gonna be the exact same future he comes to? Like, it's.
No, I think it. Well, clearly it changes. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
change.
saying.
Yeah, it's gonna change. So because we already
Yeah.
saw that in motion once, because that guy died with his sister in the original.
Yeah, and then when he went back into the future, present day, he was just like, "Oh, okay, so I saved the brother, but the sister still died."
Yeah.
yeah,
So
the brother's like, sorry, I couldn't save it.
yeah, so it definitely changes the timeline, but how much? We'll see, I guess.
Well, that's the thing where I'm not saying it's gonna happen, right? Because I don't know jack shit about Tokyo Revengers. So it's like if he goes to his brother right back in the past and he's just like, "Oh yeah, that thing I told you, by the way, that's a lie. It doesn't really happen." Like he just shakes his hand again, goes back to the future, and then the brother dies again. It's like, well, fuck. I just lost his way.
I'm curious to see like how deep into the whole time travel shtick they go. Like, you know how it's like, oh, if you shit in the wrong toilet, you'll change the future.
Yeah, it's the whole butterfly effect thing.
Yeah, right. So I'm curious to see how deep they go into that, or if it's
Yeah,
gonna be like a loose, like has to be a major event kind of deal.
yeah. I mean, I think this time travel will be okay because the thing is, whenever he goes back into the present, right? He would have when he goes back. It's only on that present day,
Yeah,
12 years ago, which is like very specific.
That's
But
cool though.
no, it is cool. I mean, it's nice because it keeps stuff relatively tight niched in a
yeah,
plot like that. Because if he could just pick a day and choose, like, oh, I can go back as long as within the scope of 12 years, I can go back in time to this period or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, so, but yeah, I like Tokyo Revengers so far. I'm just very interested to see where he takes it.
Wait, so say he goes back in time and like 3 days passes. Whenever he goes back to the present time, it's still that same day, right?
Well, wouldn't it be? It would be 3 days after the fact. So, like, he goes back in time, waits 3 days, jumps back to the present. Then he would be 3 days after the handshake. And
Wasn't the last time he went back in time? Wasn't he in there a couple days? Didn't they say that he was like unconscious?
Oh yeah, he was unconscious for like 2 days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he would stay unconscious in the present for however many days. That's okay. So he's like taking a deep sleep.
Yeah, like he passed. Like it just looked like to the other people, it looked like he passed out on the train tracks, and then got saved, and then he woke up a couple days later.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's interesting.
I mean, it's the kind of thing that kind of sucks is because like with these kind of to Travis's point because he himself, I think he just kind of forgets what kind of trauma he must have gone through like while being.
Well, I mean, I don't remember. I don't like. I can't think back to a specific day. Like, let's say 12 years ago, I was in high school. Like, I was in my senior year of high school. I couldn't tell you what the fuck I was doing on April 23rd in high school.
I can't tell you what I did yesterday. So yeah,
hard time remembering what last month was.
Yeah, right. So like, let alone 12 years back in the past. So
sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, holy fuck, it's already Thursday. Where did Tuesday go?
Right.
Yeah, right. So, and to be even worse because it's his situation specifically, he just goes back in time and he goes like, "Well, what's happening? Oh, I just got punched in the fucking noggin."
Well, I mean, it seems like he was in autopilot after he graduated, after he dropped out of middle school, or after he dropped out right before high school. It seems like he was just working and living his life like a sad, like meaningless life. So.
Well, it's just like he's the kind of guy that like he at that point he just kind of let people like step all over him essentially.
Yeah, so he definitely there's probably a lot of holes, like plot holes.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know the direction that it's going to take.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
I think he's gonna build up a smaller gang, like in that past timeline to prevent that bigger gang.
Well, yeah, because he's trying to have them two not meet up, right?
That's he's trying to keep that gang from getting so powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. He has to to prevent those two guys. Yeah. So I don't know. It's something along those lines is gonna happen. He's definitely gonna his crew's gonna get bigger or something.
Wait, how funny would it be if he just like leads those two in and he goes like, all right, well, I'll make a crew and you two got to fall under me.
I mean, that'd be funny too.
He becomes
a crime lord in present day.
He's actually the person that kills his girlfriend because he changed up the past too much.
He's the one driving truck, Coon.
he wakes up and he's the one in jail.
I wish
Yeah.
Truck-kun would meet me.
Yo, I wish Truck-kun would blast through my wall right now and get
Sorry,
rid
but
of
the best you get's the Kool-Aid Man.
my. No, because I don't think the Kool-Aid Man's gonna kill me. He's probably gonna like take me.
Oh, truck couldn't take me into the abyss.
The Kool-Aid Man definitely kidnaps people. So
He just throws them. He just throws them in his noggin. He runs away. They're just drowning in his like fruit juice. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping Tokyo Revengers does good things. But so like, what other shows outside of Tokyo Revengers do you think is worth keeping up with? Surprised you actually didn't mention Vivi first, actually.
well, I was just mentioning Tokyo Revengers. I don't know what Travis wants to mention. I was giving you guys a chance to mention the other good shows.
Well, thanks for giving me the chance, Nick. I'll remember that.
I was just gonna name all the
I
shows
don't
right
have
off.
I don't have any like favorites this season. Like I look forward to watching. There's just some that I like watching. You know.
Travis hates anime confirmed.
I definitely have like two favorites for the season.
Was it Mars Red?
Mars Red and 86. Yeah, those are
That's-
definitely my two favorites for the season so far.
Well, Travis hasn't caught up to Mars Red all the way.
You can talk about it. I'm like halfway through the episode. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll still talk about it anyway because it's Mars Red. Yeah, the last episode of Mars Red I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
The thing I just have questions
The
about is
last one I watched was the one with the couple. The vampire.
that is the
Second to last episode. That's like
Yeah.
the one that happened last week.
So I didn't watch the newest one yet. I watched the one right before that.
okay. Oh, then you'll really like the newest one, I think. Yeah, the newest one I thought was really good. I mean,
That one was good.
yeah, I was watching and I was like, what kind of
Plot is
Tokyo
starting
Ghoul shit is
Plot
this?
is starting to thicken.
It's being thick.
Did you say Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah, I was watching like the more I watch, I'm like, what kind of Tokyo Ghoul shit
Definitely
is this?
some parallels to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just like, hey, aren't we gathered up a group of vampires to go hunt possibly other vampires?
Did you know that dude's arm is fake?
The main guy?
I thought he was a vampire because he stuffed that bitch in stuffed that bitch in her mouth.
Oh yeah,
That's a fake arm.
it's a fake ass arm.
Yeah,
I was like,
I thought he was a vampire and it was just gonna grow back.
no, because I googled it after. I was like, oh shit, he's missing an arm, but I won't say why because I think it might be a plot device. So,
Yeah, don't
Well,
ruin it,
probably.
you jerk.
huh?
I said, yeah, don't ruin it, you jerk.
You jerk. You
You
stink.
joik. You joik.
But
So
dude's badass though.
yeah, he's kind of just like a very stoic, no bullshit kind of guy.
No, I like him. I don't know why. He's like zero personality, no character.
Just the personality of a rock.
Yeah,
So do you.
like
Yeah, I
the
do.
cucumber in the drawer in my fridge has more personality than this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like I'm pretty sure he has like some personality to him. They're just not showing it off yet,
Yeah,
right? Because like for now, it's kind of like he's following the status quo of things. It seems like, but
and like this kind of show, you have to like read into a lot of it too. You know what I mean? Like it's not surface level shit. You have to like kind of rewatch stuff to catch it. Like, oh wait, okay. Like the first episode, you wouldn't have caught some of that shit.
yeah. I think that'll get covered because you're also finding a lot more about the crew members as you go along, like the dude with the mask,
Yeah,
the actual Tokyo Ghoul character.
yeah. Yeah.
Also, they all just teleport. That's
When
a thing.
When I saw him, I was like, oh, cool, they have Kaneki.
Yeah. They have Kaneki Ken in there. They have
No, because that dude's not as whiny.
No, but what fucks me up is he's not even the strongest one.
No,
oh yeah,
but-
it's the timid one, the A class
Yeah,
one.
the dude that like he's like doesn't want to fight anything. He's just like a super S class vampire.
Yeah.
He's like,
The
"Please
thing
just
is
leave me
like-
alone. I don't want to be here."
Yeah.
Well, it's like what's with all pacifists in anime also just being the strongest fucking characters?
Well, so I'm assuming he just like goes off in one of these episodes, just like fucking freaks the fuck out or something.
Well, he kind of does. I mean, you see the one. I think it was like when the husband on the bridge was like charging the police or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude just teleports in there, and he's just like, "Oh well, almighty push," and just fucking
Yeah, true. Yeah.
literally gives him the hand.
Almighty push.
That's what he does. That's what it looked like to me. So yeah, he just gives him a straight push. Yeah, and then
But it wasn't enough to save, dude.
it wasn't. Yeah. This isn't a shonen. Can't save everybody, I guess.
Can if you aren't a bitch.
No, he tried. No, because he tried talk no jutsu. It didn't work.
Yeah, he did. He did try talk no jutsu.
Like he was like 2 seconds into talk no jutsu, and he was already almost getting mauled.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm a vampire, not a ninja." The same.
I hope it becomes like a running gag that like he just shows up and he's like, "All right, you have 2 routes before you," and they just straight up ignore him. Because that's happened like pretty much every time he's on screen and he has to do that. He's like, "Hey, you have 2 routes before." Okay, never mind.
Right.
Guess we're not.
Yeah.
So.
But
Yeah.
I think it's interesting so far. It's definitely living up to my expectations. So.
Yeah, it's your favorite show of the season, or one of your favorite shows of the season so far. So, it looks good. I mean, like I said, I said this to you like off screen. Like the artwork looks pretty good. I think it's very. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of politics stuff, and they got that because in the 3rd episode, no spoilers, right? They got like this Wario looking motherfucker out here. He just like one of those. So
Travis out here looking like fucking Waluigi.
whack.
Whack.
That's all. Actually, Travis just whack the whole fucking the rest of this
I'm
episode.
just gonna go.
Just inaudible noises. It'll just be or whack.
I just brought Travis into it because he literally hasn't said anything in 45 minutes. So.
I'd have no like opinion of I like Mars Red, but I have no opinion of it. Like I'm just kind of watching it, waiting for it to like lure me in.
Reel you in? I don't know. What show have you been watching that you're like, oh my god? I want to.
That Shamisen show is actually really good. I don't know if you've watched it.
I have not. I don't think I'm gonna say it.
I like those
So-
music shows. It's pretty good. He's like a
Sure.
prodigy. He's like a prodigal fucking shamisen player, but his grandpa was like an ultra master, and he's just trying to be his grandpa. So he actually since he's just trying to mimic somebody, he actually sucks. And then he's just like, fuck it, I'm leaving, and he moved to Tokyo, and now he's just trying to find his way.
Yeah, but is it sad?
Yes.
Then I
Then I hate
then I might watch it.
It's not like super sad yet, but I feel like it's gonna get sad.
it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of find it difficult to be sad about a show that revolving around shamisen playing.
Why, that Koto show was pretty good too. That made me real sad as well.
You need to fucking
Yeah,
check yourself.
it was a couple seasons ago. It was on Hulu in Funimation.
Okay.
What was that about?
That dude and that girl playing the koto or whatever that instrument is, koto noire or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen a lick of that.
Yeah,
So-
I know. You guys don't watch anything that I watch. Tim only watches edgy shows.
But we've been watching relatively the same shows so far. Like, we'll just have differing opinions about them for the most part.
Watch the edgy shit. I watch the boring shit. Travis watches the Fujoshi shit.
I am a Fujoshi. What do you mean?
And Travis just rewatches Major for like the 5th time.
I only watch those on YouTube now. I watch clips.
That's how you know. That's how you know you're in deep with a series when you don't want to watch the full episode, but you'll just go back and like watch clips of that episode.
Yeah.
Like I do that with Ace of Diamond too.
Let me see if this game changed at all since the last 3 times I watched.
Let me see if I still feel the same way about it.
I see nothing wrong
Right.
with it.
No, I mean I do that with a lot of shows too. So I mean I'd just be as guilty in that area because I watch like Naruto and One Piece clips.
Naruto clips
Often.
always lure me in every fucking time.
See, I have to skip them, even though I want to watch them so bad. I have to skip them.
Yeah, because you want to see how they got to that clip.
Right.
And
I'll
also, the other show that I enjoyed this season is VV. VV's really
Of course.
good.
Yeah, I mean I think all of us
VV's good.
have been enjoying that show. I mean,
Solid writing, solid animation, solid fight scenes. I think it's definitely the best show of the season. It's not my favorite, but I think it's definitely the best show.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, Tim.
Well, I tell you, you're fucking wrong. I mean, yeah, Vivi's pretty good. I mean, we shouldn't have. We can't say that we were too surprised, right? Because Wit's doing it. It was written by the same author behind ReZero.
Yeah, got that pedigree behind it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff going for it.
Yeah.
To me, like I said this before, but it's basically like if Guilty Crown and Ghost in the Shell had like a weird one night stand, and then Psychopaths is just watching.
Yeah, right.
So it's pretty good. Because are we all caught up with that?
What?
VV.
Yes, sir. That updates tomorrow, right? Then
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, then I'll caught up to it then.
Yeah, VV's pretty solid. I think it was kind of cool that the actions that she had taken are kind of influencing. I wonder if it's kind of influencing what's happening now, because they showed that the chick or the Vivi, when she saved the dude from the pillar dropping in one of those one of the earlier episodes, he's the guy leading. Isn't he the guy like essentially either leading the charge on the ship that they're trying to drop into the ocean or whatever?
Yeah, he was part of that initial. Yeah.
So like, if it's the guy saved, or she saved, then yeah, that's very interesting. So it's almost like, oh wow, did like she just
Tim,
make that happen?
I hope it has an effect on the fucking timeline, because that's the whole purpose of the show.
Oh yeah.
Dumbass.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. The problem is that the teddy bear is just like, oh, these events are gonna happen.
Yeah,
anyway.
they're singularity points they're trying to change. They're like key points. So they only want to change those key points. They don't want to change the rest of the world.
Sorry, I didn't know we were playing Xenoverse again.
Sorry, I didn't know we were going back to Tokyo Revengers. All right, my bad.
Silo, that show's To Your Eternity. Yeah. And none of us have watched it yet, but it's getting a lot of good reviews from other anime tubers.
I refuse.
It's pretty good though. Have you not seen the?
I really refuse to watch it.
I mean, if you liked, it
sounds really good, but I'm gonna wait till it finishes.
Fucking amazing. And I'm not gonna watch it.
Noah watched it and he said it's really good, but he said it's one of those shows that it's super slow build up, and he said that you might want to wait to watch it, like till you can binge it.
No, slow build up don't bother me. I mean,
no, but there's already enough shows that I'm
watching is a slow build up.
Well, there's a lot of shows that I'm watching this season already, and I don't want to add another one to it, especially if it has a slow build up. I'd rather just wait until I want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it eventually, but I'm gonna wait for the hype to die down.
It's not. Well, I don't even know if there's any hype really around it. No one's, like I said, no.
Every anime TikTok is like, you have to watch this show, which is why I'm not.
Like Tyler said, Giguk was talking about it on Trash Taste too, or Giguk was talking about it on his channel. I don't know which one.
Okay, but like that's what I'm saying. Like the only thing I've seen is, go watch Hero Academia season 5. That's all I've seen.
Really?
You know what I mean? So I don't know about. I think it's gonna be one of those shows that gets swept under the rug.
Just like what's it called?
Like Shaman King. That's gonna get swept under the rug. That's gonna make me sad.
Fuck Shaman King.
Netflix.
No, I was talking about the show you guys liked last season, you and Silo.
Who?
You and Silo, the show that you guys liked last season.
Great Pretender.
Yeah, Great Pretender.
That show was great.
I'm gonna say it again. Fantastic show. Go fucking watch it. Apparently there was no hype behind it because it didn't win any awards, Nick. So
I thought it wasn't going to win any awards because nobody knew about it.
Netflix shows are never going to win awards because it's not a big shonen show, or it's not like anime set, like it's not being talked about all the time because it's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Because those TikTokers only can do fucking mainstream things. They can't do Netflix shows until after they air.
Oh my god!
I reported somebody the other day on TikTok for spreading false information. They took action against them.
What?
Some dude was broadcasting his anime podcast on TikTok with a clip. So they were talking about My Hero Academia, the new season. They're like, oh, this just started airing. Funimation's putting out the dub on the beginning of May. Why the fuck can't Netflix have it?
Oh, I remember. Travis was pressed in the office about this.
Really?
And I'm
Was
like,
he?
well, naturally they're not gonna fucking have it because Netflix, first off, doesn't simuldub or simulcast, and second off, they didn't pay for it.
I don't
Funimation
even
and
think-
Crunchyroll own it. Get over it, dude. Why would you want it on Netflix anyways?
Yeah. Funimation has the license for it, and they just like let Crunchyroll.
They're like, if Funimation can dub it already, why can't we get it on Netflix? And I was just like, this is false information report. Fuck you guys. Get off my
Aw.
page.
Damn, man. I was like that. I mean, I don't know. I
It's Dormy.
yeah. The Normies get out of my timeline.
Get off my For You page. You bitch.
I know, right?
But
I'm
I'll
just
make sure you
I'm
don't
just
do
a
it too
jerk.
much.
Whatever. I don't care. But I was just listening to it, and I was like, dude.
No, I feel you, but it's like I said, it's that new age, like it's the new age anime fan. They have to start somewhere. Eventually, they'll learn the ins and outs. But like, so like to people who maybe don't know anime that much, they're like, yeah, I agree. Why isn't it on Netflix? But to somebody like Travis, who like wakes up and watches a show, while
Fuck yeah! Every Friday, gotta watch Spider.
No.
First thing
what?
I do when I get up in the morning.
no, I meant like while you're driving to work.
We'll also
Hey,
watch
man.
a spider on the road.
You do what you gotta do to get as much episodes in as you can.
God, why? But why would you waste your time on that shit?
That's how I
What's
started watching Durarara, killing time at work.
Why would you watch that shit either?
What, Durarara? You don't like Durarara?
No, I love Durarara.
I was gonna say somebody go to Tim's house because there's a clone. Like
I am probably one of those people that I shouldn't say that. I feel like I find myself defending Durarara more than like praising it in front of other people. Do you know what I mean?
it's a good series.
It is a good series, but like I always find myself on the back foot sometimes because it's like, oh, what is it even about? And then when I explain it, they're like, that sounds like some bullshit. I'm like, hey, it's like, come on, let's understand.
I mean, I understand that they're doing it from multiple perspectives, but I'm still kind of confused about what the purpose of the show is.
Oh, for sure. I watched it twice and still don't know what it's about.
Okay, so okay. All right, let me break this down. Let me break this down then, because I'd explain this to Travis in like a novella on Snapchat. So here, the condensed version is this. It's basically, to me, my headcanon is there's essentially no main character to really follow. It's just the story of a bunch of people living in Ikebukuro.
Yeah.
They're living in Ikebukuro, just living their lives. The character Ryugamine is like, all right, I'm trying to live. I think I want to live in a place where absurd shit happens on the reg, right? Because he finds normal life to be super boring. And through that, that's basically what's happening. It's just, it's one story told through multiple different perspectives. So like, for instance, like one episode happens and then you're spending the next 2 or 3 episodes catching up from different points of view so they can all converge into one point. Or it's just one story, again, told from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Coming into those episodes, shit like that. So, but that's what it is. It's not like I feel like it's definitely not like your typical anime show to watch.
No, but it's definitely interesting to watch, even though it's like it's all over the place. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, and you got to keep up with all. And it's a lot to keep up with, right? Like, and it's like because you got to keep up with not only what's happening in Ikebukuro with like like the 10 different characters that are in there,
I'm
right?
confused as to the fucking superpower part. Where does this superpower bullshit come into?
No, it's just Shizuo. It's just that guy because all he does is pick up a stop sign from the concrete and just wail it at Izaya because he hates that guy so much. So
Doesn't Izaya have powers too?
no, he's just a really good info broker.
Yeah,
There's
but
nothing special
What
about him.
about the?
Oh well,
what
there's
about
the
dual
Dullahan.
hand girl?
Okay, there's Celty.
Dolahan.
Yeah, there's Celty the Dullahan, and then there's the assassin.
Who is the main character?
Huh?
Celty's definitely the main character.
I mean, she's basically. I mean, her. I feel like they definitely shine her story
Yeah.
more near the end of the run.
At it in a way like she intersects all of the different timelines, like all of the different stories that are going on. She is part of all of that.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, right? So like again, that goes back to the point of the Rawa just telling a singular story told from multiple different perspectives because they all have different shit going on in their lives. Like Ryugamine with the dollars thing, his friend being like the yellow scarves guy, the blue squares thing, and yeah, Celty trying to find her head because you could say Izai is like the main or antagonist, right? Because he's the guy that has the head.
Right. Yeah.
So, right. But yeah, Dororo is really good. I would encourage anyone who enjoys like shows like that to definitely watch it. I mean,
No, it's good. It's a little bit older, but it's definitely good.
yeah, it's a little bit older. I think season
Oh,
was 2 or 3 is like way more recent.
yeah, so
But I think it's been a while now, like up to this point.
I think it's
Yeah,
like,
Dororo is good. Yeah, dude, I've been like watching. I re-binged Demon Slayer. Yeah, because I'm trying to hype myself up for that movie. By the way, you guys saw that movie, so without spoilers, does it live up to the hype?
yes.
That's it. That's it. Okay.
I don't know what Travis is doing, but
I was trying. I was trying to cancel something because I finally figured out while I was messing with my settings. I was paying for Streamlabs Prime, and I couldn't figure out how to fucking cancel it. And I just figured it out. But it's like 20 tabs on canceling it, and every time, like, you know how normally when it says cancel, it's in big letters? The cancel subscriptions in small ones, in the no, I don't want to cancel, it's in the big ones, and I kept fucking exiting out on accident. But
Nice.
Demon Slayer was better than I imagined. As much as I hate on the fandom, the movie was fantastic.
the movie was so good.
I was crying.
I'm glad you were crying.
We were definitely all teary-eyed.
I couldn't. It was like I was holding it in. There was like just the tears were sitting right there, and then I just had to wipe it, and then it just then it just started flowing. I was like, son of a bitch.
Because like he didn't read the manga, so he had no idea.
If I had no fucking idea, I would have been fucking bawling my eyes out, and it was definitely a better experience than Promare.
Man,
Promare, first of all, I fucking hate Promare.
oh my fucking god, we talked about this.
It's a bad movie.
Man, you're just hating at this point. How can you hate on Promare?
It's so bad. We're not talking about Promare right now. We're talking about how good Demon Slayer was. I'm not getting sidetracked by that terrible fucking movie.
How dare you insult Promare like that? Now, what is it? It's because I can't wait to watch that movie and then now not be emotionally swayed. And the next time we get on this podcast, I'll call you a bunch of bitches. Like, you crying? What the fuck is this shit?
Ken,
Dude,
you ain't got no feelings, bro.
Okay, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, right? So like I've been thinking about this because we all have like varying opinions on like kind of what makes us hit the feels, right? Like when you watch certain anime, like what makes you really get emotional when watching certain sequences, because it's like the reason you obviously get caught up in your feels is because whatever you're watching or whatever character you're watching, whatever moment's happening is kind of resonating with or against like your values, your moral values as a person.
right.
So my question, I guess my question would be is like what scenes, like off the top of your head, you like what scenes of anime or series that you watch like really like hit home for you? If you can think of any at the top of your head.
Man, that's tough. I mean,
Naruto talking to his mom and dad.
Naruto talking to his mom, dude, that hit me. Oh, it's a lot of mom stuff.
Damn, Nick, what does that tell me?
the whole finding like the whole like shit with Itachi and Sasuke.
Yeah, I don't know. Like whenever I start seeing a character like start getting emotional, I start getting emotional too. Like I don't know, it just resonates somehow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to resonate with you on some level, like on some personal level, or else you wouldn't get emotionally attached like that, right? Like, it's not.
Does it? Because like, I got super emotional the entire time I was watching Violet Evergarden, and like, I'm not missing my hands. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been in war before, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you haven't been in those things, like you may empathize with people who have, like. Yeah, when Lelouch, when he used his blood as a slip and slide. Yeah, you know, let me tell you, man, that you just ruined a perfectly good scene for me, Solo. Now I can't look at Code Geass the same ever again.
When Dao couldn't get his yen underneath the vending machine, that was super sad.
That, my friends, is an inside joke for Gintama. So go fucking watch that. Again, I implore you to watch Gintama. It's too good.
One day, but But yeah, man, I don't know. Demon Slayer movie was just super good, and Tyler thought it was really good too. So
Yeah, but fuck Tyler. No, yeah, I've been hearing good things about it
it was
from
good.
people.
It was definitely a spectacle. It was the regular, ufotable style animation during the fights and everything, and they did a really good job throughout the whole movie. I thought the
Mhm.
CG was seamless.
You couldn't even
Uh,
fucking tell it was CG, to be honest.
yeah, it
Oh yeah.
really was. Yeah, it was a visual spectacle. Like Tyler said.
I'm just so glad that I saw it like in the theater. Like I feel like these movies just wouldn't hit the same watching it at home.
Yeah, and no, we saw it in XD solo, which was even better because it was super good. But yeah, I agree. Like Tandro's VA, he went off like he was just. It was good. Like it was just all around good movie.
Red Goku was better than I could have ever imagined him to be.
I liked his character during the manga. Oh, it was so much better in the movie, dude. Like that's one of the few opportunities where
so this is gonna be my hot take, but
it's better than the manga.
this is gonna be my hot take from it. But it also solidified to me how shonen tropey, painfully average the story actually is. Like I just feel like now that I watch that, I'm just like, now it's just gonna be downhill, and it just feels like everything else. Like you have nothing to really look forward to because you pretty much know what's gonna happen.
Well, you feel that way because you read it already.
No, but even when I was reading it, it gave me that vibe. Like I just kind of had a feeling that it just felt like everything else. Like it never really had like its redeeming quality that made it like, bam, this is really good. Ufotable is the reason why it's really good.
I think. Well, I don't know because like it's still good writing.
It's
still good
but
writing.
it's just like everything else though is my problem. Like it doesn't stand out. Like there's like, other than the fact that Ufotable made it,
The story doesn't stand out.
yeah, the story does not stand out. Like it's just another mediocre shonen trope. But Ufotable, combined with the hype that it got from how great it looks, is the reason why I think it popped off.
Well, I will say, okay, so the story does benefit from being able to visualize it. Reading it was okay.
Yeah, like the story's okay, but once you add that animation in, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with Tyler. Like, I thought the story was good. It's just the pacing was bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It had like no, like it was a good story, but it has no redeeming qualities. There's nothing that makes me want to go back and like Naruto hits home. Like you could go back and watch parts of Naruto. There's no parts of Demon Slayer that I'm like, okay, I need to go and see this again. Other than that one battle, like it's not like I'm okay. It's like, okay, Demon Slayer's over now. Like in my head, Demon Slayer's done. But I can continue to watch Naruto clips over and over and over again.
I don't know. I'll watch that movie again probably.
I mean, I would rewatch everything. So, like right before Demon Slayer starts again in the fall, I'll rewatch the entire thing, even with the movie.
It doesn't overstay its welcome like those shows. Yeah, I mean that is kind of true. Like sometimes you do see too much Naruto stuff. It's like,
fuck yeah, dude! I can't look through anything without seeing Naruto clips.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of like scrolling through TikTok and seeing white girls doing this with Itachi shit, and then switching over to lingerie. I'm like, dude, Itachi didn't die for this.
Yeah, the finger thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just overall though, I could definitely see why it's like the highest selling movie in Japan of all time. It's really good. I don't think it'll break any records here in the States, but I think it'll.
I think it already. I mean, not compared to like Avatar or anything, but I think it's just gonna solidify. Like I think it'll probably be better than Your Name sales wise. I feel like the lines of people trying to get into this movie theater, Cinemark already extended it to Monday or Tuesday.
I think it already beat Your Name in Japan alone. So
yeah.
Might beat Mortal Kombat this weekend. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So
yeah, Nick, you remember how when we were buying tickets for it, like it was only like that 1 day, 2 day thing.
Yeah, it's like a week now.
Yeah, they keep extending it. I guess it just sold out way too quick.
Yeah. So I don't know, Tim. What do you think?
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know.
I know, it's Nick. You were just letting us go off.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was like, I I kind of figured that would be the case anyway. So I'm gonna see it on Sunday. So uh, I mean I think it'll be good. I don't have any qualms for it. Uh, by the way, why would you compare Demon Slayer to Fairy Tail, Tyler? The fuck? Why? Why would you do that?
I think he's just saying how. Oh well, yeah, because Fairy Tail's garbage.
Fairy Tail's like hype garbage. Like Black Clover is a better fairy tale. Like,
What about
how
Even
dare you.
Zero?
You know, I haven't even started Even Zero yet. I keep seeing clips from like some of the newer Black Clover stuff, and I kind of want to watch it.
It's good. I like Black Clover. The manga's
though I-
really good too.
The thing is, like, I talked so much shit on it, and now I'm like,
It's just
I don't want to go back on my word.
I like it. I like Black Clover.
Yeah,
I want to
mean,
stick to my
I
gun
guess.
and still say it's garbage. I don't want to watch it and be like, ah, it's pretty good.
It's like I watch it, but I hate it, but I like it. Well, I mean that whole the Demon Slayer thing, because you guys are talking about the story's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing earth shattering. It's not like it's breaking any like crazy rules that a shonen normally sets itself up for, right?
Yeah.
But I mean I always go back to the whole triangle thing, right? Like story, music, animation.
Mhm.
If two of these things are really good, it's most likely going to be really good,
Yeah.
right? And so if you're saying
Like, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the series, but to me, there's nothing that brings me back.
well, that's what I'm saying. So like in the movie, right?
But
In the movie, right? So again, because I have no context of, I mean, I have the idea, right, how the story's going to play out. But that's what I'm saying. Out of the three things, you would say the story is the weakest element,
Yes.
and that's what I mean. So like,
Do
you
I
pick
like
two.
it? Yes. Is the story good? Yes. But the
Yeah, that's the
story,
point.
especially towards the end, is the weakest link.
if it
Yes.
if it had better pacing and
I
flesh
wanted more
a little
connection to the characters. I wanted the training arcs, and I wanted the side stories. I would have liked some fluff, but they just went pow, 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 pow. Let's just get this shit over with.
yeah, and the only like background info we really ever got was like introductions. Like each arc was basically around a Hashira, and they like did a brief like history on that Hashira, and then that was like it, and then it went straight into the action. There was like no pacing, there was no side shit, there was no bullshit like that we're used to, like you said, like with training arcs and shit like that. So I get what you're saying.
Because like when I read the manga, I didn't feel the connection. Like it didn't make me wanna. It didn't make me want to cry like the movie did. Like you don't get that emotion. I wanted more character development. I want a connection to the characters, especially after this arc. I feel like the characters, like there's not as much of a connection.
Well, it really depends, right? I mean, I feel like that can be a little subjective because it's like you can get for some characters you can just become attached to them in one episode. Then for some it would take a couple episodes or maybe like a whole arc or some shit like that.
I don't know, man. It just like the last fight took so fucking long. I would have rather than made the last fight like half the length and then gave me some more character development or something.
The last fight took so long is because there was like 3 fights going on at once.
To be honest, I just want fights. Like it's just
fights. I don't really like. I want the stuff leading up to the fight. I want the build up.
I want the build up too, but like, what's the build up gonna do if all we're doing is building up? To what?
Yeah,
what are we building up to?
yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be some like conflict. There's got to be some climax or clash of conflict at some point, right? So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I felt like Demon Slayer was just conflict.
Yeah, but you had all that character development in season 1, right?
No.
No?
What character development?
Well, like what character? So, like, what character development did you want to become more attached to in the movie that you already weren't in season 1?
I guess I don't know. Maybe See, I'm not with him. I think the character development's kind of fine. It could do more.
It's not even the character development. I would have liked some like more world building or something. And there was something that it was missing. It just felt like there was just like one area at a time. There was just like a straight line. Like it just skip.
The thing is, like the manga. And it's going to be the anime. It never gives Tanjiro time to build into his own. He kind of just gets there through like mini time skips and stuff like that, and it never really tells us any detail about that. And so, it suffers from the pacing. That's what I keep saying. Like it was just paced too fast. It needed to just slow it down a little bit and give us a couple little extra episodes here and there.
So would you say that's the fault? So whatever is these issues you have, would you say that's the fault of the movie or the fault of the manga that it's adapting it from?
The manga.
The 100% the manga. The movie made the train arc that I thought was really small, like short, like super good and long.
It made it better.
Yeah.
I think the movie made the train arc better. And I already thought the train arc was good because, in my opinion, that's like the last arc in the manga that actually had a good amount of character development. Because that was like Tanjiro's turning point, was the train arc.
Yeah. And then it's gonna lead
into... what I noticed the first time I watched it, that I missed the first time I watched it till now, when I rewatched it. How come nobody ever noticed that the scar on his forehead changed? Like, I didn't notice that the first time. I just thought it was always like that.
It changed when he headbutted somebody.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The scar on his forehead changing.
It used to be just like a blotch, and then it turns into like a kind of looking like a crack. Yeah. Okay. It changes like I think after he headbutts somebody super hard.
Well, I mean that's like a staple of his.
Yeah. It changed from using the sun breathing. Is that what it was? It changed like right after he figured out how to use during that spider fight.
No, it changed before that. It changed.
Yeah, I thought it changed before that. I thought it
changed after he beat that first. It changed after It changed either right before or right after he became a demon slayer.
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. It's been so long since I've.
See, that's why I rewatched it.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed it more than binging it.
That's like also not a detail that I give a shit about. So.
Yeah, right. I mean, again, like what you look for in anime or manga in general is very like. It's
but I also forgot that like Zenitsu had super good hearing.
I think a lot of people, for some reason, like people have just forgotten. I was like, oh yeah, he has like really good senses.
Yeah, as sleeping.
Yeah, I just thought he was a whiny bitch. And then I remember. Then I was watching it again, and he started talking about his really good hearing. I was like,
well, yeah, because like they kind of make it so each person in the group has like a special like ability. Like Tanjiro has the smell. Zenitsu has the hearing, and the fucking boar dude has like the sense, like
animal sense.
Yeah, he has like the animal sense. Yeah, like
the
danger sense.
Also has the best girl face. So
yeah, he is a beautiful boy.
He's definitely a beautiful boy.
Yeah,
must protect.
He's the best trap.
He's the best trap. Indeed.
Like, he was awesome in this movie too.
Yeah, I'd imagine that all the characters
really
get their
good.
time. Yeah. So I'll have to. I'll keep these in mind. Let's see. Better than Broly? I don't know. Fucking those are the two different. It's like apples. I feel like it's apples and oranges. Yeah. But
I think he was talking about the voice acting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Better than Broly? Oh yeah. All Broly does is scream. So no, he's not. Sorry.
Was the voice acting in Broly really good? I don't know. Was it?
No. No one screams better than Broly because that's literally all he does. So I don't know how anyone's gonna top that really. Yeah. Well, yeah. What's it? By the way, like, I wonder what the difference is between. It's gonna sound like a totally off base, right? But you had mentioned like you saw it in XD, yeah, and I was like, man, I wonder what the difference is in this case of watching it in XD and then just watching it standard.
I don't know what is it. I don't even know what the difference is.
I feel like when it comes to anime, there's not too many differences.
Unless you're like big into sound effects. That's XD is mostly sound.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay.
Whole thing. So.
All right. Yeah. Because I was wondering about that. Because
it wasn't really. It doesn't really make a difference in something like Demon Slayer because there's not a whole lot of bassy moments.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, because explosions will normally give you that, right?
Yeah, if you're watching something like Godzilla, where there's like a lot of stomping and bassy moments and stuff like that, that's really when you want to see it in XD. But like anime, something like Demon Slayer, you don't really have to.
The only thing different between a standard, like if let's say we're set mark between the digital screen and the XD, is the aspect ratio, the screen size, and the surround sounds differently, or there's more speakers in XD.
Yeah.
So yeah, to what Nick was saying, is essentially revolving more around sound than like the visuals. That's why I'm saying, like, I feel like in anime, you're not gonna.
It took me a while to adjust to the XD speakers. To be honest, it felt really loud. Like the background music, like the background sound, it felt really loud. It didn't like take away from the movie. It just felt like I was in a really loud room.
Yeah, right. Because like I said, it didn't benefit from the extra surround sound at all.
It didn't hurt it, but it didn't help it either.
Right, yeah, it didn't hurt it, but it was like it's mostly dialogue, like sound. So it's like it just sounds like someone's screaming at you the whole time.
I got to hear Lisa in XD. That's all I care about.
Oh, nice.
The only thing that makes me sad is I wish that since it was an anime movie, they gave us like anime trailers beforehand. I mean, that's such a stupid thing to be upset about. But like
now the final fight definitely benefited from XD.
Yeah, so the thing is I feel like with most anime films, in most cases, like everything is like, oh, the final like 20 minutes or so is like a fucking Sakuga fest.
Yeah, because it was the same with Fate.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It didn't really benefit from XD up until the any saber fight.
Yeah. I wonder what it would have been like watching that new or the most recent Hero Academia movie in theaters.
It was great.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was really good. That was a visual spectacle too.
Yeah.
That last fight was so fucking good, dude.
Yeah, it was so good. I almost didn't know what the fuck was going on.
No.
They were melting the earth. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was like, so what are these people gonna do about this?
Right.
By the way, I don't know if it was better than Broly. I'm gonna stick that one out there right now. It was really fucking good, all the same. But better than Broly? I was like,
I'd have to go back and watch them back to back again. At the time, I was living on that hype of watching it, so I was like, yeah, that was better than Broly.
I watched Broly at work, so
yeah, that is true. Me and Travis watched Broly for his first time on his cell phone, so.
So all right, thanks Tyler for giving us the whole Wikipedia page.
I know, what the shit.
Damn.
He headbutted something, so I was like kind of right.
He hit his head on a tree. Yeah, that sounds about right. He hits his head on everything though. So
I was gonna say he was bleeding from his forehead, and then all of a sudden he had that scar. So
okay.
Yeah. Dude, who cares?
Who cares, bro?
Well, that
all I
scar
know
actually
is
plays a point. That scar, that mark on his head, actually plays a purpose with the plot, though.
Yeah, later.
Oh, speaking of which, because it's leading into, I wonder how many people are going to be sort of confused going into season 2. I wonder how many people may think that the movie is like one of those like filler movies, and then they go into season 2, they're like, oh wait a minute.
Oh yeah, like people who aren't going to watch the movie.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I doubt that's going to be a lot of people.
First of all, if it picks up where it's supposed to, they're going to be super confused.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because if I remember right, Infinity Train is basically where fucking season 1 ended. So the season 1 ends where Infinity Train is picks up. Who the fuck is Rand? Do I have to slap you?
Yeah, no, that's what they're going to say. They're like,
yeah, right. Yeah. You know, would it be funny if Ufotable just pulled the dick move, right? And they were just like, we're just going to adapt the Infinity Train arc and then move forward from there. How like much of a dick move would that be? Yeah, like with Super, right? They're just gonna...
that'd be terrible.
I hope they just spend 3 episodes just covering all that shit.
Oh, no. That'd be so bad. Dude.
Yeah, the DBS, exactly. Imagine.
Oh, dude, the first 2 whole arcs were nothing but a movie remake.
Wait, that's how Boruto was, too.
Oh, was it? See,
the first 5, like the whole first 20 episodes of Boruto were fucking covering everything in the movie.
Oh no, you mean the first 64 episodes?
Dude, but that's how Super was though. It was like 60 episodes in, and it finally finished the Resurrection F shit.
Bro, that was so dumb. I remember. I forgot about that, and I'm mad that you brought it up.
Oh, dude, there's so many people were so sad. 64, right? Yeah. What was the episode that I always keep saying that should have won anime fight of the year? Which
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's like 60. It's in the 60s.
Probably.
Right. I mean, to be fair, I think there's like a lot of episodes solo that like were a prelude to the movie. It's not like they fleshed out just the movie in 64 episodes because that'd be a nightmare.
Also, in 64 is probably a huge exaggeration. It was probably more like 38 or something.
I mean, that's still pretty fucking bad.
Because it was like 13 episodes just to cover the Battle of the Gods movie.
Episode 6, when Beerus Wax Goku had 64 graphics. You're giving too much credit because their 64 graphics look way better.
Oh, it was a Sega Genesis cutscene.
It was like watching those
16-bit.
It's like watching someone taking those like paper cutouts of characters, gluing them to a popsicle stick, and then having a puppet show with them. That's basically what episode 5
Dude,
was.
It was so bad.
It was bad. I mean, to be fair though, if I remember right, like a lot of people were saying that Resurrection of F's arc probably, while it may not look as great, story-wise, may have helped out being better than the actual movie itself.
Well, also I benefited from it because I didn't watch it week to week.
True. Yeah.
I binged watched it. It was like by the time I started watching Super, it was all the way in the tournament arc. Like same. Like I didn't give a shit about the battle because I'm like, well, I didn't give a shit about Resurrection of F up until I end up re-binging it. The Battle of Gods, I was like, the movie is better than the anime adaptation, I think, in almost every way. So I was cool with not watching that. But yeah, when they got to the Universe 6 stuff, I was like, all right, yeah, okay. Now we're in new stuff. But yeah, I think people maybe... I'm just curious how many people are going to be slightly confused going into season 2 of Demon Slayer. I think, though, they're not going to adapt it because I think they said it's going to go straight into the next arc. I hope.
Because was it the Entertainment District or whatever?
Yeah.
The fuck it was?
Yeah.
So...
That's my favorite Koshiro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think if it does as good as... Even if it did half as good as season 1, it'll still be fucking good. Like, I think...
I wouldn't say favorite. Rengoku is the favorite, but he's my favorite other one that's not Rengoku.
That's not Rengoku. Who the fuck is Rengoku? That's actually, you know what? Tyler, I'll give you $5 if I see anybody tweet that out. Right. Who the fuck is Rengoku? That shit'll be funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie. If you guys, if Travis over here, yeah, who bashes that series, has seen it and he enjoys it.
I don't hate the series.
I bashes the fandom.
The series.
Hey, look, sometimes the fandom degrades the quality of the series.
I was gonna say Travis talks a lot of shit on Demon Slayer, but he also owns like the most merch out of everybody.
I don't hate the series. I hate the people and I hate the fandom of the series. Is the problem.
Well, it's not to say that a fan...
Like how Nick won't fucking watch a show that anybody talks about. The fans of Demon Slayer make me hate Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
It's not that you can talk about the show, but if I see like a shit ton of people saying like it's the best show, then I'm not gonna watch it for a while.
Well, it's like if someone's like saying it like as if it was an objective statement and there's no other show that can surpass it, I'll be like,
well, that's how Demon Slayer fans talk. What do you mean?
Okay, but it depends how they're talking about it, right? If they're saying it from purely from a visual perspective, I mean,
yeah, but also the internet for the longest time hated on Demon Slayer fans for so long that they're literally not on the internet anymore.
Yeah, I think it's almost the same with the Attack on Titan fans.
Now the internet, the anime fans on the internet are making me hate Itachi and the Akatsuki. I'm just so tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
Did you guys finish the manga? I did. Yeah, I don't think.
I didn't
well, Nick, I don't think Nick's gonna touch the series as far as I know.
I watched up to season 2, and that was about it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it eventually, but maybe 10 years from now.
Yeah, because I can't wait to watch Attack on Titan in 10 years.
Is it wrong of me to I watched the most recent season and I just felt like I was in a completely different fucking world. I just don't know I know how they ended up there, but I just felt like it was I just felt so detached from the other 3 seasons.
Well, I mean, in what way?
I just felt like I was in a parallel universe. It didn't even feel like it was the same fucking world anymore.
Well, I mean, technically they were in a different world. So, I mean, the thing is the Attack on Titan season 4 was different in a lot of ways, but in a sense, it almost loops back around to the beginning with different characters at this half of season 4, right? Because like you have different character parallel. You can compare characters like Gabi and Falcona, Armin and Aaron, right, to how they were in season 1 and shit like that. Like I said this before in a previous episode. Yeah, role reversed essentially. So it's like it's now you're experiencing. Oh wow, now these characters. It doesn't matter where you are. Like in Attack on Titan, like war just fucks you up to a very large degree, and it doesn't matter who's a good or a bad person.
I
It's
think
just
part
how
of the problem is
person
I've never been attached to Attack on Titan. Like
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's kind of like, well,
like it's just not my cup of tea. Like it's good, but it's just not what I enjoy. Like as a person.
but like, well, I mean, out of curiosity, then, like, what about it do you not enjoy? I'm sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot like that, but
I don't know. I just can't get attached to it. Like I don't care about any of the characters. Like I can't feel attached to the story. Like there's just nothing that lures me in. Like for me to really enjoy a show, that has to suck me in, and I've never been like sucked into Attack on Titan. Like I could just pick it up and drop it whenever I want. Like I'm not like sitting there watching an episode like holy shit, I need to keep going.
I think for me the reason I got like roped in so hard was because episode 1 was like because like watching it weekly, right? Episode 1 was like it was like holy shit, because any anime I'd seen before that just did not like have my jaw drop to the floor the way episode 1 of Attack on Titan
it's
did.
a wild ride, and like the action's good, but I don't care for Eren. I don't care for Mikasa. I don't care for any of the characters. Like there's just like I just don't feel an attachment to the series. I'm just like okay. Like I'm watching it because everybody else, because it's like I'm watching it because it has a good story, but there's just nothing that hooks me.
Yeah, the mystery element of the bitch. Well, it's because like Attack on Titan, the animation sound and the sound of the triangle. Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. But I think Attack on Titan for a lot of people, like me included, right? I think it's on that triangle. It's pretty much got all three down pat. Like story's really good, has a lot of good payoff. The animation's nuts to butts crazy. And fucking the soundtrack is ridiculous.
A lot of people aren't gonna agree with me on this, but the final arc, like how they're gonna end the series, just doesn't interest me. I don't care for it.
So the only way I can say it is it's Code Geass-esque, and that's for me it was like holy dog shit on a sandwich, because like that was some other shit I wasn't expecting. Well, yeah, I wasn't entirely expecting, and I thought I don't know. It pretty much the whole story comes full circle. You could tell that Isayama, like the author, was just like, okay, this is where the story starts. This is where it's gonna end. That's it. Like I already knew where it was gonna end from day one, and that's why I think I liked it so much, because you knew the author had that vision in mind.
It might be because my vision of how it ended and how it actually ended were two different things.
That's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can understand that. Because I know you believe it or not.
So essentially, you let your headcanon ruin it for you.
No, because sometimes my headcanon didn't really ruin it for me though, because like I didn't really care for it to begin with. Anyways,
I mean, I wasn't saying that was a bad thing. That happens. It does happen. Like you're like, oh, I think it should have went this way. That kind of.
Well, see, like it all comes back to how I said it felt like it was like watching season 4 just felt like it was a completely different world. I felt like I was watching a completely different show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I think maybe I'm very curious to see how the second half of the final act goes. I mean, I expect it to be interesting, because
I know it wasn't bad. Toma loved it. Toma weekly kept up with binge watched Attack on Titan and weekly kept up with it. Toma doesn't even care for anime.
So, yeah, neither does
but a lot of non-anime fans like Attack on Titan though.
Yeah, well, that's how I know. Like that's how you could pretty much tell it's a good story, because even people that are like, "Oh, anime's stupid," like Attack on Titan.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people, and in fact, for many people, you could say that Attack on Titan was one of those shows that got people into anime in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I think it's really considered one of the big 3 in the future.
I think that Attack on Titan, when it's done, is going to be like a cult classic, like a masterpiece cult classic type thing.
I mean, I've said this too. I've said when it goes down in history, it's literally going to be for a long time.
But for me, in my tastes, I would 10 out of 10 times rewatch Ace of Diamond over Attack on Titan. Like,
well, yeah, me too. But
just because it's just not what I'm interested in. Is the problem?
Ace Attorney will never be one of those starter animes.
No.
Though. Attack on Titan will eventually be a starter.
If you find me a person that says they started watching anime because of a sports anime, I'm gonna be shocked.
I'm surprised. I mean, there's a few people that have started getting into anime because of stuff like Hajime no Ippo and Slam Dunk.
Yeah, but Ippo, yeah, I could see Ippo for sure.
I mean, in modern times, it'll be much harder because I feel like Ace of Diamonds kind of.
Well, now that like there's becoming like everything's like simulcast and stuff, and like they're getting rid of like Kiss animes and stuff. It's very hard to find like older sports animes to watch that are like Crossing Game and like Major and stuff. None of them are on streaming platforms. They're not even like legitimately subbed.
Major.
No,
Major wasn't. No, yeah, well,
a lot of those like baseball and soccer animes are not like legitimately subbed. You gotta pirate them to watch them.
No, Days was. Days is on.
That's not old though. I'm talking about like.
You're talking about older. Yeah, it wasn't because. Well, yeah, I don't know if Slam Dunk is. I don't think Slam Dunk is.
Slam Dunk's on. I watched Slam Dunk on an app. I think it was Funimation.
MLB should buy the rights to Ace of Diamond. Or yeah, is that what you mean, Zillow? MLB Network anime. But oh yeah, speaking of which, I just thought of this. Did you guys see that like Crunchyroll's teaming up with like WWE to make an anime? Nick's face is like, I don't know about that.
Why? It's gonna be just as bad as all the other Crunchyroll originals.
Yo, bro, WWE and Crunchyroll teaming up to make an anime. Yeah, I saw that and I was like,
wait. So is it gonna be even weirder than that? The masked dude that wants to own animals. That fucking type of wrestling.
Oh, that suplexes people.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Tiger Mask was good though. If you want to talk about a sports show that slept on, Tiger Mask was definitely one of those. And Megalobox technically. So yeah, he is legend. Yeah.
That's. Dude, first of all, like I use Crunchyroll every day, but their original shows are terrible.
Nah, the Spider's not terrible.
That's not an original show. That's not made by Crunchyroll, though.
It says Crunchyroll original on it, though.
Oh, who knows what that means?
I'm saying like the ones that are made by Crunchyroll, like that stupid like robot one. What was it called?
What, Cannon Busters? No, that's Netflix.
X-Arm.
X-Arm.
Oh my god, yes, the greatest show ever made. What do you mean?
Is that the one that Michael B. Jordan did a voice in?
Did he?
No, that's different. I know which one you're talking about.
Are you thinking of
what?
That was me voiced in, I think.
What was it?
Genlock.
Yeah,
it was
Genlock. Yeah, Genlock was terrible.
Yeah, Genlock. I don't think I've seen a lick of Genlock.
I watched the first episode. I was like, "This is the worst thing I have ever watched in my entire life."
You want to know how I know it was bad? Is when Michael B. Jordan was casting it, and he can't even say Naruto.
Yeah, you're right, Tyler. That was a Rooster Teeth show. For some reason, I was thinking it was a Crunchyroll show.
I mean, I think it aired on Crunchyroll, so that's probably where you might have gotten that idea from. I mean, they're trying to capture Rooster Teeth, maybe trying to capture that Ruby magic. Rip.
Ruby lost its magic when fucking dude died.
I mean, I think it had gotten better in a lot of areas, but I think the only thing it really suffered from post Moniyum's untimely death would be.
Is that series still going, like the show?
Yeah, season 9. They actually announced that season 9's coming around.
Wasn't the season just started? Didn't one just start not that long ago?
Like it started, and then it took a very long break, and then it kind of just got swept under the rug, and then quietly came back and ended.
Oh, so those like 2 episodes that came out were the last 2 of the season.
Yeah, I forget how many episodes it aired initially before taking the break, and then came back and finished. I don't know how many that was. It might have been 2, but yeah. Tonikawa was an original too. Tonikawa, what was that? The marriage one?
Yeah, but it's not made by Crunchyroll though. It's a Crunchyroll original, but it's not made by Crunchyroll.
It's like exclusively sponsored or airing to Crunchyroll. Yeah,
I'm saying like Crunchyroll Studios making.
No, I remember Crunchyroll. Like I forget the original adaptation or one they were making, but they got like a lot of flack for that.
Yeah,
I forget what the fuck it was.
That like LGBT one.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So
yeah,
I remember people for some reason they were catching a lot of flack for that. X-Arm, Again, X-Arm is fucking
X-Arm was bad.
Anime of the Year 20. If it doesn't win Anime of the Year, it's fixed. For 2020 or 2021, 2022 or whatever.
Nick, are you talking about Giabate? Giabate?
Oh, Japanese Last of Us.
No,
There's not that actually as many Crunchyroll originals as you think.
Guardian Spice, those are all coming out. No, yeah, I guess the only one really. No, is X-Arm isn't even made by Crunchyroll. It's just bad.
It's just awful.
No, yeah, I guess nothing from Crunchyroll itself has come out yet.
Yeah.
The one show, it's called Onyx Equinox, which I haven't even.
What the fuck? I haven't.
Yeah.
They just finance it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to how like Netflix maybe just has exclusivity over the shows that they're streaming.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Netflix. Just gonna say it again.
I can't wait for Demon Slayer season 2 to be a Netflix.
You never know. You never know. I mean, you say that now as a half joke, but
I'm not saying that as a half joke. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if that happens, I'm not watching it. So
Why?
that's my bar for not watching shows if it's on Netflix, because then I just
Wait a
don't
minute,
give
you
shit
watched Great
about it.
Pretender.
Yeah,
And you watched BNA. And Beastars.
That's true.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking?
how do I explain this? Right, so it's like with Great Pretender.
So any show
no,
that
no,
you're
no.
expecting to come out, you won't watch it.
No, these are shows that BNA, Great Pretender, Beastars, all were shows that I was already or I had not been kind of made aware of until it had already been on Netflix. With Demon Slayer and Shaman King, I know that they were going to come out, but then I found out that Netflix had them. Do you know what I mean?
So shows you weren't expecting you'll watch on Netflix, but you won't wait for them to air on Netflix. Which is
Because by that time I won't give a shit anymore.
Which is why I pirated all of Carolyn Tuesday.
Yeah, but I mean, oh wait, wasn't Carolyn Tuesday on a?
No, it was a Netflix show.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Watanabe. God damn it. Make me another Cowboy Bebop.
They need to remake Cowboy Bebop. Just to tell I hate that too.
No, they don't need to. They could just remaster it, I guess, and re-air it.
Like an HD remaster.
Yeah. She already did with Space Dandy. Yeah, true. It's very true. I like Space Dandy.
Was not that good.
Don't like Space Dandy? What?
Mixed. I was mixed about it.
I
It was
don't even
good.
know what the fuck that is.
Great is what it is.
It was like a non-linear space comedy.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like just think of like just some dickheads just going around in space and just fucking around.
Yeah.
Each with like
it's like died at the end of every episode or some shit.
no chance. Let it stay dead. I mean, you can't kill what's immortal, Tyler. So
True. Yeah. I'm even wearing a space cowboy shirt.
yeah. See you around, Space Cowboy. So
I never finished it. I never started it. I never made it past like 3 episodes either. It's not like I just.
And look, I'm telling you, finish it and just be like, wow, this show's really fucking good. Netflix show coming. Oh yeah, speaking of Netflix show, fucking Tokyo Revengers, huh? Tokyo Revengers getting that live action already.
Yeah, that's wild. Curious to see what that's going.
Holy
Tyler,
shit.
I have to ask, man, like, what is your like, what is boring to you? Like, I think it's a thing I have to ask.
I mean, I will say, Cowboy Bebop is kind of a slow burn. There's not a whole.
It doesn't like really pick up to like episode 5, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's uninteresting. Okay, but like, what about it? Like what about it is very uninteresting to you?
Not an isekai. That's why he doesn't like it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. That's fair. Not an isekai. Well, actually, technically, aren't they going to other worlds?
They're going to other planets.
Yeah, I guess in the loosest sense possible.
Yeah, in other like solar systems. I wouldn't say like worlds though.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the characters. Okay, what? Spike is like the cool dude. He's like the swab. He's a swab motherfucker, right? Faye's best girl. Jet's the voice of reason. Ed's like a very smart weirdo character.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog is a Doge. So Doge. Yeah. When you think of Dogecoin, you think of the Cowboy Bebop dog. But yeah, no, Cowboy Bebop was good, I think. All right, well, I don't have anything else to talk about, I don't think.
Yeah, I think we're winding down on this one. How
What
long?
happened to that topic you wanted to talk about? The one that you messaged me about last night?
Me or?
Yeah, you.
What was it? Wait, which one was it? Because if it's the one where we're talking about like the feels, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I talked about that.
I thought you were. I thought we were just. I guess so. Never mind.
Yeah. We covered good ground on that. I thought.
His own world when we were talking about that, though.
Nah.
Wait, what?
Travis was trying to cancel memberships.
Oh yeah, he's trying to cancel himself.
I didn't miss that. That was before the Demon Slayer thing.
No,
Yeah.
I was just being a dickhead.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
was tired of paying $20 a month for fucking Streamlabs Prime that I don't use.
That's fair. I don't even have Street Labs. I just use OBS.
It
All right,
works
well.
with OBS too.
With that being said, I'm going to end things here. And with that being said, thank you for watching another episode of 2D Trashcast. And like I said, it doesn't matter what kind of person you are in life. For at the end of the day, we're all just good girls. It's me, your boy, Backwash Nose Mucus, and with me I had my now no longer two very confused co-hosts.
I'm still confused.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that's a surprise for the intro, for the audio.
Always be confused. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at 2D_Trashcast and YouTube and all the other fun junk.
And with that, we will see you guys next time.